Namaste, and I want to thank Meera Kaushik and her team to invite me on this munch. I know how it's very hard work that I've done successfully. I think I should repeat my name. I am PRATAP PAWAR. I was born in central India, Dhar. That was my mother's parents' home. One thing I go before, I want to take the blessings of my Guru and my elders, especially because today is 20th May and I have completed my 78th birthday. What a coincidence when Meera mentioned to me, so I quickly told her that 20th, that's my birthday. She said, oh, very good, what a coincidence. Anyway, I'll start from my birth. My life has gone a lot of up and down, a few things like miracles happen. My mother had 2 sons earlier and they didn't survive. After that I had 5 sisters and then I came. So this is all I was told. Naturally I don't know. So what happened? I was ill and my mother and my father thought I'm also going. So somebody said, give it to somebody else. And for 5 years, just think you don't have a child. And who is this boy? So, and my mommy, my maternal uncle's wife, for her, people had said she'll never get a child. So my mother thought she is the best one to be given. So I was given to my mommy when I was only 10 months. And until my 5 year of age, I was in Dhar. And my parents had instructed that never buy even a penny's toy for him. Don't think it's your child. And they used to come to Dhar and I used to feel very strange that these people come but don't bring anything for me without knowing that they are my parents. I used to think, my mommy-in-law are my parents. And what if, again, a miracle happened. That on my 5th birthday, the day came when I was supposed to be given back to my mother. And my mommy, she had conceived. So my mother was so glad that my 5th birthday and her Dohar Jevan, we call in Marathi, the first pregnancy time. So that was done. Then, since then I remember this pose of Nataraja. This used to fascinate me. And I didn't understand why, because there was nothing around me. I must tell one more thing. I am born in a Maratha family. Marathas are the warriors. So my forefathers were warriors and wrestlers. That's why when I even said I want to learn dance, I was objected like anything. My father was mad about it. Because my forefathers were warriors and also wrestlers. I would like to show my parents and my Guruji's photograph. This book was launched so this was dedicated. So on the top you see my parents, my father and mother. You see my father's moustache and his personality, Maratha, and my Guruji. So this book I had dedicated to them. So coming back to my forefathers knew 4 things only: horse, sword, daru, drink and mutton. So when my father heard that I'm interested in dance, I want to dance, extremely mad. I did a trick. You know what I told my father? I said, I want to go to boarding house to Devas, in Maratha boarding house. And the reason was I knew that there I could get a chance to learn some dance. And my father said, why you want to go? I said, I'm very spoiled here. I know I'm very spoiled here. So I should be sent there, and eventually I was sent. So 4 years I was in Devas up to my matriculation. There, the dance in a way it started. And the way it started, how there was no teacher. A few friends made a group, and we said we'll do a performance on Ganesh Utsav. So 11 o'clock, one of the friends will come to pick me up in boarding house. Our master, Mr. Doctor, our teacher was Jagtap master. He very, very strict. So his place was little bit like the gate of my boarding house. And from that, I used to slip 11 o'clock in the night and go and be something we organized. And Ganesh Utsav, that was the first time I came on stage without knowing any dance or anything. Afterwards, I Major Pandit, I must mention his name. He used to move with the rifle, and we used to feel very frightened. In one of the production, I did 5 minutes dance, which was told that you will be part of that drama just for 5 minutes. And I was taught by a local teacher. I'm talking about Devas. So that Major Pandit, for whom I used to feel, and other children used to feel so frightened, he came near me and he tapped me. And he said, "Beta, I tell you today, you are going to be an artist. You should do your matriculation and go to Indore for college." So I was very flattered that somebody should say like that. The first compliment I got. And I came to Indore. I'll cut short because we got very limited time. There I met Nataraj Arun Kumarji, my first teacher. I went, and so my father objected. I did 3 days hunger strike. And my mother took my side. She told my father that it is just craze. Let him go. Maybe 1-2 months he will go and he'll come back. I already had entered into college in my first year. So in Indore Christian College, in first year I'm talking about. So eventually I was permitted, I gone. Natarajji, I didn't know anything about dance. And that time, people say one thing. Today about, I think, 8 classical dance styles in India officially. At that time, only 4. Bharatanatyam, Kathak, Manipuri and Kathakali. So, Natarajji, I didn't know what is what. Whatever he'll teach, he'll do. So, people used to ask me, we heard you were learning dance. I said, yeah. So, what kind of dance are you learning? I said, I am learning Kathak, Bharatanatyam, Manipuri, Kathakali. With great pride. Without knowing stupidly. That there are only one pose of each style, this, and I used to take my foot here and take the Bharatanatyam pose and the different things. Only my cousin, her name is Kamal Kirtikar. She is no more now, unfortunately. She was much older to me. Madam Menka, many people know, is the first respected lady from Zamindar family in those years, had taken Kathak. And she has taken some young girls in her too. So my cousin was taken also by Madam Menka. She has taught me Bharatanatyam. Alaripu and Gauri and Ganeshwadayak and Darwari Kannada, Tilana. So both the teachers whom I learned in Indore, they used to exploit that only on stage, me on stage. And I worked very hard even to get this back like this. I used to do exercise at 5 o'clock in the morning, because the Guruji said, your back should be like this for Bharatanatyam. Anyway, now my second teacher, so-called Bharatanatyam teacher, he had given me very, very tough time, and my family and my friends in college, nobody, they said, finish. And I thought, my dance, I will never be able to dance, because it made my life impossible. I won't teach. And just a miracle. My cousin from Delhi, she wrote a letter that they are in Ram Leela. That year I was in BA final. So in the month of February, that here in Delhi, they don't have any boys and girls who can dance. That time you'll be surprised, I'm talking about 1958, and people will know who know Delhi. There was hardly any dance. Rani Karna was the only name I used to hear when I went there. So they and Bharatiya Kala Kendra was producing Ramlila. So for that my cousin wrote to me that now you decided that you want to do a career of dance, then better this is chance you come here. I was in BA final, I had what to do. I went to my principal, Mr. Langer, I remember his name. He said, look, you are going to be an artist. If you're getting a call, better go and do your BA final next year, which I did from Agra University. I did my bachelor in my BA. Anyway, I'm talking about, I'm coming to Delhi. First, I met my Guruji, Pandit Birju Maharaji, there in Delhi. And it was again February. February month has been lucky for me. My daughter also was born in February. So, I had gone there, and Maharaji, I think probably many people must be knowing that, made Maharaji hardly 4 or 5 years difference. So, somehow or other, he became fond of me, and we used to move like friends. But before that, he was asked to take my audition. So that's very interesting. That's our first something about the dance. He said, what dance are we going to do? My brother-in-law, my Kamal Tai's husband, Nan Kishorji, he knew that Telana. He sang. I asked very bold. I asked Maharaji that I do Bharatanatyam, so I can only dance on Mridanga. Who will play Mridanga? So Maharaji said, I'm going to play with you. So I asked him direct. I said, you know how to play Mridanga? So he was amazed at seeing my confidence in the way I asked him. He said, no, you don't worry, I'll play. Then I did. I did Gauri Nayak Ganesh Vidayak, that one, and the Darbarika Tilana. My hand still like, haven't left Bharatanatyam. That was my first love. Maharaji became fond of me, and we were moving like friends. Shambhu Maharaji's kingdom was there. Maya Didi, Maya Rao, Keshav Kothari, Bela Arnab, many names there, Anila. They were all scholarship holders were given to Shambhu Maharaji. My Guruji was looked at very a junior. So he was teaching little children, but he had fire inside. He wanted to say somebody who he can teach and somebody can practice and be. So slowly he tried to mold my mind. And when I saw this moment when he did of Kathak, I said, my God, Kathak is so beautiful. My Bharatanatyam teacher had told me never say Kathak. It's sin to say Kathak. That's what Bharatanatyam teacher had put in my mind. When I saw Maharaji one moment, and like a lightning in my mind came, and I thought, yes, I should say yes to Maharaji. So he did a proper class. So wherever we'll get the place, he taught me about 3 tukras and 2 tihais. Very interesting incident. Kumutai, Kumudani Lakhya, Kumiben, she was learning, she was senior to us, so her scholarship was going on under Shambhu Maharaji. So she was asking me, and a paper fell down. And I told her in Marathi, I told her, Didi, Kumantai, if I padle hai tumse kagaz, can you come? In Marathi, I told her. So she said, oh, that is scholarship form. You want to take it? I said, what will I do with this? She said, fill it. I said, me? I hardly know 3 tukras, 2, 3, and there are people who are going for the 10 years they have learned. How can? She said, look, if you don't fail, and so you will not get anyway, and you fail, and even if you don't get the same thing, so what is the harm? That was such, I never forget. And I used to call her Kumuttai, because now Marathi people. In the Marathi we call the elder sister Tai. This is a book I'll talk about this later. This is important what I'm going to tell you. Uh, you know, then I went. I went for the scholarship, and Maharaji had taught me hardly 3 tukras and 2, 3 tihais. And but I don't know what. It was like a shock to people that me and Maharaj Krishna Kumar, he's no more now, very senior person. So him and me, we got the scholarship. The month was I got it in 1959 in the beginning. It was announced in 58 December, but then in January officially it was. Big problem came. This is something very interesting. Maharaj and me were very happy that I got the scholarship and now I'll start. We got a message, a shocking message from the ministry that no, Maharajji is too young to teach a scholarship holder. So you will have to go and learn from Shambhu Maharaj only. So I said, no, I mean, Shambhu Maharaj is great. My Guruji is Guru and his uncle. I have got great respect for him. But I have come to Delhi only thinking I will continue Bharatanatyam. Kathak, in my mind, only Maharajji has put. So I only want to learn from him. So I didn't know anybody. Mohan Rao Kalyanpurkar. The other day you heard Gauri talking. She shown his picture because Padmaji, Gauri's mom, was his student, Mohan Rao Kalyanpurkar. To him, only because in Marathi we used to speak. So I told him, Mohan Rao, please do a favor, go to the ministry and tell them, if you don't want me to learn from Birju Maharajji, I don't want to learn Kathak, you can take you back. He said, what are you talking, are you mad? You got a scholarship, such a big thing. I said, no, it's nothing bad. If I can only learn from him, then only. Otherwise, I can continue Bharatanatyam. Anyway, coming to the short. Then he came back and me and Maharajji, we both were sitting like this, waiting for this. Can you imagine that? This is something. Today, name is all over the world. And that time, ministry said no, that he can't teach. And both of we sitting like this, waiting for our class to continue. So now I have to tell you the date. 5th, it was Thursday, 5th February 1959. That was the day Maharajji tied me Ganda. I am his first, and that's one thing I feel very proud, that I am his very, very first disciple, Ganda Bandhan. I will tell one thing about my Guruji. Many teachers do, whoever comes to learn from them, Amjad Bhai is a friend of mine, very good friend of mine. His father, Ustad Hafizul Khan Sahab. Then Shambhu Maharajji, Sundar Prasadji Guruji, Siddheshwari Devi, the senior most Dagar Sahab. We all were living in the same campus. So I have grown with them. That's why many people have said that you are like a bridge because you are in the West now, and but with the values, how you have grown with them. So you are like a bridge for this. That compliment I got normally. Coming back to the Ganda Bandhan, so Guru Sant Prasadji, Maharajji didn't know even how to tie the Ganda, but Guru Sant Prasadji, he is also disciple of Bindadin Maharaj. Though he is a torchbearer of Jaipur Gharana, but he had come and he had learned from Bindadin Maharaj, which is my Guruji's Dadaji, grandfather. So he told Maharajji what to do and how to do the Ganda. This is very interesting, but I won't go into detail of that. One thing only I would like to say, I don't know that other people do or not. The Guruji said, give bells to him, and he gave me. I tried him. He said, now you put your right hand on his feet. I started trembling. He said, yes. And so he said, only today he will give you your feet blessings. Rest of it, your head always will be his feet. This is the tradition. So I started, he said, okay, kaan pakad lo beta, kaan pakad lo. So I did this and I closed my hands. He said, that's the only day Guru does this, gives the rest of it, like your head and his feet. And Maharaj was so particular after me Munna Shukla. Sushmita Ghosh, people know here, she is students here. She is his student. Yeah, Maharaji's nephew. 14 years after me, Maharaji died under to him. Saraswati Sen, who I love her dancing. I can watch her dance whole night. And she had come like this. And always I tease her. ये तो चड्डी पहन के आए थे हमारे सामने. He always said, भैया, when will you stop saying this? And Saraswati is very sweet, and I feel special mention about how she look after my guru. So she, after 35 years after me, and exactly 50 years after me, his Maharaji's own two sons, Chiku Bhai and Deepak, and daughter, Mamta. And very recently to Kiran Chauhan, and that's it. About 8 or 9, Prabha Marathi. So this I think not even 10. That's all Maharaji. He has taught thousands. There's one thing is big. How I came back? By the ICCR, for that time, Mr. Inam Rahman was the secretary and running ICCR, the highest position. Government of India had decided to open Indian cultural centers in abroad. And which places? That place like Guyana, they chosen. Where the Indian, at 150 years before, or 200 years before, Indians have gone there. And Africans were brought there before that by British people. So Guyana, in Government of India's expenses, I was chosen. I was the first one chosen to go there. So it was 3 years contract only. They kept me 8 years between Guyana and Trinidad. Trinidad, this is something very important to mention. Eric Williams was Prime Minister and Cuthbert Joseph was Cultural Minister. They had seen my one production which was Tribute to Trinidad, and I had told the story of how these two sessions, people like from Africa and from India have come and how they lived all these years. So they loved it and they had given an offer. This point I am saying, but I have sacrificed also to come to London. I was passing London for 1 week only. So they said, you have worked so far for Government of India, now you will work for us. And we will give you a minister level, and I don't mind mentioning here, the salary was $5,000 a month and bungalow to live. And every 2 years I could go with my family to India for holidays. So with that thing, for holiday to London, I had come for 1 week only. Mathuji talked to me. Bhavan was only a year and a half old that time. There were hardly any dancers here. There were no dance class in any institution. So now again I tell the date. In March 1980, we started. But when Mathuji said we want here, so can you imagine that assignment and this £418 after tax was monthly, and I have accepted that and left thing. After 6 months my marriages came here, but I had informed them to the people already, and they said our doors are already open. Now it is 40 years and Akram Khan, Balbir Singh, the boys they have been trained. There are so many people who have been trained, so many girls. These days there's a new group. I would like to mention one name is here. Abhirami is being from Tamil Nadu. Her family was not happy. They wanted her to do Bharatanatyam, but she did Kathak, and she is one of my best. In this series, she could justify very well, I think. But anyway, there will be so many munch sessions I can build. I look forward for that. So I'm here for last 40 years, and running my classes. I, uh, I, I feel very lucky. I got Padma Shri in 2008 from President of India, and recently last year I got MBE, Member of British Empire, from the Queen's Award. Everybody knows about it. I got it in March last year. I feel very lucky to have it. Also from Canada, America. I got so many students. So every year, twice I go to India in August and January, and I teach there also. So I have got students whom I think is my duty to do. But another one most important thing. In '67, I did the first time Kathak and Odissi together. In 1982, I'm the first one to bring Kathak and flamenco together. This combination I had started, and in India I had done that for Bharatanatyam and Odissi with solo dancing. I got two children, Asavari and Prashant. Asavari is continuing, and I'm very proud of that. I have our photograph. I quickly can show. There is a little bit performance also I'm supposed to do. I start now? Yeah, this photo I think. This is my daughter, Asavari. She married in India, and very reputable family, and she's dancing. She got grant from Government of India. She's running a group also. Okay, quickly I do a small piece. First I'll explain. This is Urdu. Silsila Zulf ka. It is a message. This is a beautiful message. On the surface it looks Shangar ras. Silsila Zulf ka. जब रुख पे बिखर जाता है, जान टकराते हैं, मैं खाना संवर जाता है, कट गई वस्ल की शब और कोई आहट ना हुई, वक्त दबे पाँव गुजर जाता है. One thinks I'll be always young, no. But gone. But world is running. That I'll show through the dance. Let's start.
Happy birthday, Guruji.
My God, this is real surprise. The present one. God bless you. This Abhinami, I got lots of hope from her, from this recent generation of my students. Thank you very much, Meera, Ambika. Oh, I had to show some photo. Asha Bhosle. I have to mention her. People know probably that I am related to Mangeshkar family, but Asha ji and me, we have got a special bonding. About 60 years. Meera remember because she wanted to meet her. I have done many performances with her. Her famous song, Rabindranath Mangeshkar has done music from Lekin. Jhoote Naina Boli Sachi Batiyan. And my girls from London, 4 of them, they danced. We've done a lot of tour, including England. So, the book.
Sonia Sakri. Tomorrow, Sonia Sakri.
What's it?
Tomorrow, Sonia Sakri is performing.
Tomorrow, whose performance I don't know. I'm happy that you all enjoying every day wonderful experience from different dancers. And I was saying something about your combination. This I would like to show few photos very quickly. Asha Bhosle had named and given a big surprise without informing me. She came to Delhi, and my wife and my daughter were in Lucknow. I brought them. She has named my daughter. She stayed in Delhi for 2 days, and it was Asawari was only one month and few days. So Asha ji stayed back in Delhi for 2 days when she was doing 5 recordings in one day. And that time she came to Delhi just to keep a promise. And this is how in Maharaj ji had played tabla, and Amjad Bhai, Ustad Amjad Khan, he had played. So she had brought everything, and she cooked also that day. This is here. One photo of Vani Garcia, me, is Kathak and Flamenco. This is there. One with my Guruji here, before I forget. This is very, I most of the time we do that. There are many pictures of that. I hold him like a child in my lap. And here we have done many shows together. This is from South Bank show. This one I like. I have many photos like this. Holding him up. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Guruji, tomorrow Sonia Sapri is performing.
Who?
Sonia Sapri is performing.
Oh, tomorrow. There's a wonderful dancer. Nahiji is my very good friend. Her student and my friend, his wife, Sonia Sabri. Wonderful dancer. She is going to perform tomorrow. Please don't miss. You come and watch Sonia Sabri. She is very hardworking, and her husband is a wonderful tabla player and very close to friend. Me and played many times with me. Thank you very much once again, Meera, Ambika, Subbalakshmi ji, and all the whole team. Thank you very much. I hope I justified this session.